Thoroughbred Action is presented by Hardacre Farm.
Hello again, everyone, and welcome to this Monday edition of Thoroughbred Action, and a Happy New Year to everybody out there, and also happy birthday to our four-legged equine friends. Jason Blewett joining you from Gulfstream Park. The weather, it's a tough life, I got to tell you. Got a lot of action coming your way. In fact, 11 on this January 1st, so let's send it on up to Pete Aiello.
We start the New Year's Day program with a fast main track and a firm turf course. Temperatures in the upper 70s here this afternoon. First race of the afternoon over the main track at 1 mile. Claimers in for a price tag of $6,250. Rider change on 1, White Moon, to Alvaro Doniz. Field of 7 first race favorites included the 2, Starship Impulse, and the 7, Don't Talk Back. Racing at Gulfstream. From the outside, Don't Talk Back was away well. From the center, Hannah's Dream has some early speed. Down at the inside, Starship Impulse. Away on the top flight on the stretch out. Far outside, and Boston Mine moving up. At the back of the field is White Moon as they run out of the 1 mile chute. It will be Don't Talk Back to have an early tussle with Hannah's Dream up front. Boston Mine on the outside third. Moving up the rail, here's White Moon. And on White Moon and Alvaro Doniz now poke through inside to take the lead behind an opening quarter in 24-2. Hannah's Dream is second. Boston Mine is a joint third alongside Don't Talk Back. Luis Saez has Starship Impulse well positioned, fifth toward the rail. Then Beautiful Alley and Cheetah's Tail. They make their way to the half-mile mark, and up front, it's White Moon in front by 2. Hannah's Dream second. Boston Mine now launching an attack on the outside. She's into second. From fourth and Starship Impulse, Don't Talk Back is drop back, then Beautiful Alley and Cheetah's Tail. They went 47-1 for the opening half mile, so Alvaro Doniz made an aggressive move in the early stages, and he has the lead with White Moon. 2.5 on top of Boston Mine, who's scrubbed on by Vasquez, trying to make some ground second. Starship Impulse is third. Running on from fourth, it's Beautiful Alley. That's all for Hannah's Dream with 1/4 mile left to go. It's White Moon, the one to reel in. White Moon looking good off the top of the turn after 3/4 in 1:12-2. White Moon has the lead. Doniz goes to work, and 4 lengths is the margin. Second, Boston Mine, then Starship Impulse, and a late run from Beautiful Alley, but time has run out for everyone to catch White Moon. White Moon, Doniz won it down the backside, and White Moon's at 6-1 and well clear. Won it by about 4. It's going to be Beautiful Alley up for second, Starship Impulse third, then Boston Mine and Don't Talk Back. Aggressive move from jockey Alvaro Doniz on number 1, White Moon, who secured the lead before the half-mile pole, and everyone else had to chase her home. She wins the first race today at 6-1 for Steve Owens and Empress Stable. 3, Beautiful Alley was second. 2, Starship Impulse ran third. To the second race and the start of the early pick 4 at about 7.5 furlongs over the turf. Scratch the 1 and 8, a field of 7. Favorites were 6, Dependable Phil, and 9, Take It to the Edge. And they're off. Picture perfect beginning. From the inside, Pasta Giovanni begins nicely. On the far outside, Take It to the Edge is trying to use some speed with Shim alongside. So Shim and Take It to the Edge march forward. Take It to the Edge now clears, leads a length and 1/4. Shim is second. Harry's Gone Gray on the inside of Pasta Giovanni, then back to Dependable Phil. Fast Fact is second last, and the early trailer is Smart Return. Around the first turn they go, and now they head into the backstretch run. And Take It to the Edge leads the way 3/4 of a length. Pasta Giovanni is second. Jesus Rios comes off the fence with Harry's Gone Gray. He's tugging pretty hard. He's a joint third alongside Shim. Then the trio at the back, Smart Return, Fast Fact, and Dependable Pill. Opening quarter was 24-2. They race with 1/2 mile to go. And up front, Take It to the Edge clicks down to 6-5 and leads the way. 3/4 of a length. Pasta Giovanni is second. At the inside, Shim is a joint third alongside Harry's Gone Gray. Fast Fact is 3 wide and progressing for Monterey Jr. Racing ahead of Dependable Phil, and Smart Return is the trailer. They round the far turn. Pasta Giovanni takes over from Take It to the Edge, and Pasta Giovanni moves to the lead 1/2 a length for Quinones. Take It to the Edge is second. Shim needs some place to go. So does Dependable Phil as Harry's Gone Gray gets started. Fast Fact is 4 wide. Many chances as they turn in for the drive. Take It to the Edge is back for more and takes the lead again. On the outside in Pasta Giovanni, Smart Return rolling at the fence. Here's Smart Return trying to get to Take It to the Edge. Smart Return surging on the inside. Smart Return, Take It to the Edge is hanging on. Take It to the Edge wouldn't let Smart Return by in 1:31 flat. Number 9, Take It to the Edge, started his racing career with a lot of promise, including a run in the Florida Derby. Things haven't panned out the way they wanted, but they tried turf and they got a victory here this afternoon. Dale Romans is the owner and trainer of this son of Broken Vow, with Luis Saez on board. Take It to the Edge headed and came back to win it. Number 3, Smart Return, was Gamewell second, ahead of the 6, Dependable Phil, who ran third. Time for a commercial break. When we come back, we'll bring you overnight stakes action. Phillies on turf for $75,000 right after this.
The Pegasus World Cup Invitational is January 27th at Gulfstream Park, and that weekend we have something new, the Pegasus World Cup Betting Championship. I'm lucky to be joined enough by 2 guys who will be playing in this tournament, including
Ray Arsenault, defending NEC champion.
And
Hi, Acacia. I'm Ross Gallo. I'm a 13-time NHC qualifier and also a member of the NTRA Players Committee.
we're so excited for it. Join us here at Gulfstream Park. $500,000 expected pool, no entry fee if played on site. This is for the players.
Back now for the third race of the afternoon, the Abundantius Overnight Stakes at 5 furlongs on turf for $75,000 in guaranteed purse money. We had a field of 7, all eyes on number 3, Brandy's Girl. And they're off. From between horses, Girls Know Best blasts away to take the lead from Touch of Bling, who has some speed today. On the far outside, it's More Royalty moving at the rail. That's Code Warrior. Sulfide between horses. The 2 at the back are Adia and Brandy's Girl. They make their way past the half-mile mark and swing to the far turn. And Girls Know Best and Castellano call the shots. They lead by a length over Touch of Bling in second. More Royalty on the outside third. Code Warrior at the inside is fourth ahead of Sulfide. Jose Ortiz trying to get Brandy's Girl into the race. She's second last. And Adia trails the field about 6 lengths off the lead as they run to the top of the stretch. It's up front, Girls Know Best trying to spring the upset. Code Warrior looking for some place to go on the far outside. Brandy's Girl's about 6 wide. She'll have to get a move on from there with 1/8 of a mile left to go. Here's Code Warrior to take a shot at Girls Know Best. Running home on the outside is Brandy's Girl, but there's an awful lot of ground and not much time to make it up as Code Warrior strides to the lead. Code Warrior in front. Girls Know Best second, Brandy's Girl third, then Sulfide and Touch of Bling in 55-4. Number 3, Brandy's Girl got too far back and had to cover too much ground, and it was the horses who tripped out that got the money. And that horse was number 1, Code Warrior, who tipped into the clear, turning for home, and got the victory under Tyler Gaffleone for trainer Mike DiPaolo and owner Robert Marzilli. Number 4, Girls Knows Best, shouldered the load with inside position and held on for second, ahead of the 3, Brandy's Girl, who ran third. To the fourth race now, starter allowance optional claimer for 3-year-olds. They raced 7 furlongs. A field of 6 signed on. Favorites were 2, Jalen Hurts, and 5, Tito Chip. And they're off. Good start for What a Classy Laddie from the outside. Away well is Fortune Cookie from between horses. Tito Chip moving out the rail. Magic Dragon sent along. And Magic Dragon is up to challenge for the lead as they hook up with the main course. The 2 at the back are Felix and Fabula and Jalen Hurts. It's Fortune Cookie and Joel Rosario who have a narrow lead. Magic Dragon down at the inside, right alongside second. These 2 have opened 2 on Tito Chip third. Down at the inside, Jalen Hurts moves through to be fourth from What a Classy Laddie, who's back fifth. And the trailer, Felix and Fabula. Opening quarter ordinary, 23-3 as they go to the half-mile mark. Magic Dragon on the inside, Fortune Cookie on the outside, they're shoulder to shoulder. 4 wide, What a Classy Laddie getting in gear from between horses, Tito Chip. Leparoux waits for racing room for Jalen Hurts. He has horse but no place to go. Felix and Fabula also appears to have some run, but he's weaving through traffic through a 47 1/2 mile. It's Fortune Cookie at the 5/16 with the lead. Magic Dragon is second. Tito Chip is third. Jalen Hurts still carefully handled by Leparoux. Still looking for racing room. The rail might open if he can quicken through there as they turn in. The rail did open for Jalen Hurts. Let's see what he's got. On the outside, Tito Chip. Felix and Fabula on the grandstand side begins to motor with 1/8 of a mile to go. Tito Chip, Fortune Cookie, Felix and Fabula. Jalen Hurts along the rail. Tito Chip for a narrow lead. Felix and Fabula one more time. Here's the line. Tito Chip won it. Hard work, but he got the money under Luis Saez. Tito Chip over Felix and Fabula in 125 flat. Number 5, Tito Chip wins right back for the new connections and a game performance under Luis Saez. He fought off all challengers, in fact, challenges on both sides. Pat Parenti, the owner and trainer. Number 3, Felix and Fabula closed on the grandstand side to get second, while number 2, Jalen Hurts, moved up the fence to finish third. To the 5th race now and the start of another pick 3, 6.5 furlongs over the main track. Claimers in for a price tag of $16,000. A field of 8. Off-time favorite was the 2, Rogue Patriot. And they're off. From between horses, Hardway Winner begins the best and tries to get the lead from Money Broker and Smiling Mason away in the top flight. Demand Ransom's up on the outside, Rogue Patriot down toward the rail. They're followed by Salsa Cappuccino, and at the fence goes Mr. GT. Clemson and Watson drops back 8th and last as they head to the half-mile pole. It's Juan Carlos Diaz and Hardway Winner calling the shots with a length to work with over Demand Ransom in second. Rogue Patriot is third. Money Broker follows along fourth. His barn buddy Smiling Mason's on the outside fifth. Then Mr. GT. Salsa Cappuccino second last, and the trailer remains Clemson and Watson as they speed around the far turn. Hardway Winner goes to the 3 furlong point in front, 3 parts of a length. Demand Ransom on the outside is second. Rogue Patriot looks like he's got some horse, no place to prove it yet. A length and a half better than a driven Smiling Mason. He's now fourth and well clear of the others, led by Mr. GT with a quarter of a mile left to go. Juan Carlos Diaz let out a notch on Hardway Winner, and he strides to a clear advantage. Rogue Patriot toward the inside of Demand Ransom, then Smiling Patriot with 3/16 to go. Hardway Winner shaking up for the drive. Now he's at the 8th pole, and he's in front by 3. A Rogue Patriot is an all-in second. On the outside, Smiling Mason, late run from Mr. GT, but Hardway Winner will take him gate to wire, and he'll win it with daylight to spare. Hardway Winner by almost 4. Second was Rogue Patriot, third Smiling Mason, then Mr. GT and Demand Ransom. Number 2, Rogue Patriot fired but was second best as number 5, Hardway Winner posts a strong victory in gate-to-wire fashion under Juan Carlos Diaz for trainer Alexis Cordero Lopez and owners Establo Rafanel. Second is 2, Rogue Patriot ahead of number 8, Smiling Mason, who ran third. Time for a commercial break. When we come back, we'll bring you the Rainbow Six sequence. More than $1.1 million up for grabs right after this.
A passion for horses and a commitment to breed champions is the foundation of Hardacre Farm. Founded in 1999 by Amy Tarrant, owner, breeder, and trainer, Hardacre Farm, now based in Ocala, continues its tradition of success. From the Breeders' Cup to Gulfstream Park, Hardacre Farm, from the breeding shed to the racetrack, in pursuit of producing the best.
We have to take care of these horses that, give us so much joy.
Being accredited by the TAA gives us instant credibility.
People trust us even more than they have before because they know that the TAA has been to all of our locations and that our horses are well cared for.
I mean, this farm wouldn't look the way it is, these horses wouldn't look the way they are if it wasn't for the generosity and the hard work of Thoroughbred Aftercare Alliance.
They've united our whole industry in terms of the aftercare movement.
We're all working together for the same purpose.
Back now for race number 6 on the program, the start of today's Rainbow Six at 1 1/8 on turf, an allowance optional claiming event with a field of 8. The favorite was number 8, Charose. And they're off. From the inside, Charlie Mops gets the first call with Global Entry moving to be second. Charose on the outside now comes away in the top flight with Mohican between horses. Taken in hand is Beale Street Dancer to race 4th last. 3rd last is Mark It Off. Then Panzer Barcelona and 5 to the trailer, Zitman. They charge to the first turn with Charlie Mops in front by a length and a quarter. Charose on the outside is now second at the inside. That's Mohican from 3rd. Followed by Beale Street Dancer in 4th ahead of Global Entry 5th. Then Mark It Off. A length and a half back to the outside in Panzer Barcelona. And the trailer remains Zitman. Separated by 9 lengths in the run inside 6 furlongs from home. The opening quarter went 23-3, and at 3-1, Charlie Mops has the lead for Edgar Zayas. He leads a length and a quarter. Charose is second at the inside. 3rd is Mohican. Then it's a gap of another 2 to Beale Street Dancer on hold 4th ahead of Global Entry and Mark It Off. Panzer Barcelona still second last, and Zitman is last. There's been no change in the plot as they race inside half a mile away. The opening half mile went in 48-1, and Charlie Mops maintains control. On the outside, Charose is second. Down at the inside, Mohican 3rd. Beale Street Dancer 4th. Racing up into the outside, Mark It Off has some horse, no place to go yet. Then down inside, Global Entry, followed by Panzer Barcelona. And Zitman's a bit closer at the back as they go to the top of the stretch. 3/4, 1:13 flat. There's a quarter of a mile left to go. Up front, Charlie Mops maintains the lead. Into the clear comes Mohican. Charose on the outside. Global Entry puts in a run, and so does Mark It Off. 5 chances with an 1/8 of a mile left to go. Charlie Mops trying to get another furlong now. Mark It Off charging on the outside with Global Entry. Global Entry and Mark It Off kick on. Mark It Off on the outside. Global Entry on the inside. It's Mark It Off in front. Second, Global Entry. Third, Charlie Mops. Charose was fourth in 1:48 and 1. Upset winner to start today's Rainbow Six, drifting up from a 5-1 morning line, 3 times the price. Of that was number 5, Mark It Off, who gets the victory, giving Tyler Gaffleone his second winner today. This one for Mike Maker and 3 Diamonds Farm. 2, Global Entry fought on gamely while second, ahead of the 1, Charlie Mops. He ended up third. To the 7th race now, and the start of the late pick 5, 6.5 furlongs. The Journey Maiden Claimers in for a price tag of $12,500. Rider change on 1, Wonder Rock to Lionel Reyes. The off-time favorite on the drop-in class was number 4, Dreaming of JC. And they're off. From the outside, Captain Overdrive wins the break and tries to establish the lead, moving between horses. It's Charlie's cousin to be second. In between horses as well as Personal Victory, and El Guerrero Azteca's parked 4 wide. From behind the speed, here's the favorite, Dreaming of JC. Saya's going to try to thread the needle here. He'll have to tap on the brakes, at least right now. He's down toward the inside, only about 3 parts off the lead. From behind the wall is Calypso Deep. Then it's the team of Wonder Rock and Peace Accord. It's a gap of another 4 lengths back to the trailer. The trailer is Dramaturgo. They leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn. Up front, Dreaming of JC got room, and now he has the lead. Captain Overdrive is second. El Guerrero Azteca is a 3 wide third. Back to 4th is Personal Victory. Then comes Calypso Deep back 5th. That's all for Charlie's cousin. Peace Accord tries to rally. He's 4 wide. 5 in front of Wonder Rock, and Dramaturgo is last as they go to the top of the stretch. Captain Overdrive's at the quarter pole with the lead. Dreaming of JC trying to fight back second. Whip ride for El Guerrero Azteca third. Peace Accord swung to the center. He has some momentum with 3/16 to go. With the lead, Captain Overdrive strides past the 8th pole on top by 3.5 lengths. El Guerrero Azteca between horses toward the inside, Dreaming of JC, and down the outside, Peace Accord. But they come to the wire. It's Captain Overdrive clear. Captain Overdrive and Jose Bautista to win it. El Guerrero Azteca was second, Peace Accord third, Dreaming of JC fourth, then Dramaturgo. Favorite failed to fire his best shot in today's 7th race, lending an upset to number 7, Captain Overdrive, who takes care of business in his 3rd career outing for trainer Donna Green Hertak and owner Dan Hertak. Jose Bautista on board for the winning ride. Number 9, El Guerrero Azteca was second, ahead of the 3, Peace Accord, who ran 3rd. To the 8th race now on the start of today's late pick 4 on turf at about 7.5 furlongs. A field of 12. These are maiden claimers in for a price tag of $20,000. This was a wide open betting race. And they're off. On the far outside, it's Offshore Trip, who's gunning for the early lead. Toward the inside, Hey Bub has some speed. A wall of pursuers, including Cousin Tino and Loving Road Samard. Anwar is going to have to tap on the brakes, and that sent him about 10 wide in the process. Anwar very wide around the turn. Ducking in was Visions of You. He's into the top flight and only 4 lengths off the lead. Crime Dog's on his outside. Then it's a length back to Salute and Serve, racing ahead of Freudian Fall. Anwar's recovered to race to the outside of Half Gray. Then at the inside and second last is Deneb, and it's a gap of 4 to the trailer. The trailer is Stoneheart Park. Down the backstretch they go. It's been an aggressive opening quarter, and up front, Cousin Tino puts up a 23-1 opening marker. On the outside in Loving Road for Samar from second. Then it's a gap of 2.5 to Hey Bub, racing in third. Gap of 3 to Offshore Trip, fourth, then Visions of You and Crime Dog. Salute and Serve is next, ahead of Freudian Fall and Half Gray. Deneb has had plenty of pace to chase, and he's about 8 or 9 lengths off the lead, and not keeping up is Stoneheart Park. They leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn. 46-3 for the opening half mile, and Cousin Tino puts away Loving Road Samard, but the back marker's closing ground. Freudian Fall, Offshore Trip, Visions of You, Deneb on the far outside with Crime Dog, and they're at the top of the stretch. Cousin Tino inhaled by Offshore Trip, who now takes over the lead. From the outside in Visions of You, Deneb had all that pace to chase, and here he comes now. Deneb down the center of the race course inside the final furlong. He has all the momentum under Jose Ortiz, and Deneb will roll by and wrap up to win it. Deneb by almost 2. Offshore Trip second. Cousin Tino fought on valiantly for third, ahead of Freudian Fall fourth in 1:31 flat. A fast early pace set it up for a horse rallying from well off the speed, and that horse was number 5, Deneb, who closes strongly to get the victory under Jose Ortiz for trainer Elizabeth Dobles and Imaginary Stables. 12, Offshore Trip was second, ahead of the 9, Cousin Tino. He went fast and held off a variety of closers to hold on for a good third. To the 9th race now, the second stake of the afternoon. This is the Janus Overnight Stake, 5 furlongs on turf. These are the male sprinters' turn for $75,000. Scratch the 8 and 9, a field of 7. The favorite making his 9-year-old debut, number 5, Hoagie. Racing in the Janus. Step slow to begin was Vision Perfect. Good start on the far outside for Flash Away, who begins for the lead, but quickly up to take over is Successful Native, and Extravagant Kid is at the rail. Platinum Prince now moves through to be third. On the far outside, it's Flash Away. Then back to Sandy Slew with the 2 at the back are Hoagie and Vision Perfect. They leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn. Up front, it's Successful Native. In front now by a length, Platinum Prince second, Flash Away third. Bautista keeps rail position for Extravagant Kid fourth, followed fifth by Sandy Slew. In the pink colors, here's the veteran Hoagie trying to get underway, but he'll have to go about 5 wide, and Vision Perfect's going to try to thread between horses, and they're at the top of the stretch. Tyler Gaffleone and the leader, Successful Native, with a 2.5 length cushion. Platinum Prince is second. Hoagie set down driving by Jose Ortiz, but look at Successful Native. He's got something in the tank. He's strong up front. Successful Native by 4. Hoagie's up into second, but he can't catch Successful Native. Second Hoagie, third Vision Perfect, then Platinum Prince and Sandy Slew, and 55-1. Number 4, Successful Native, turns in a powerhouse performance, turning back the hands of time a couple of years as he ran a big one here today, giving Tyler Gaffleone his third winner of the day. This one for Aubrey Mirage and Marco Thoroughbred Corporation. The son of Successful Appeal appears back on his game. Number 5, Hoagie, finished second while circling wide. Number 3, Vision Perfect, weaved through traffic to get third. Time for a commercial break. When we come back, we'll bring you the late daily double turf action right after this.
Crossing the finish line for the last time can mean an uncertain future for many horses. Recognizing the need for a dignified retirement, the racing industry has made racehorse aftercare a top priority. In partnership with Gulfstream Park and the Florida Horsemen's Association, Florida Track provides retraining and adoption services for retired racehorses. Thanks to their efforts, the end of a racing career can signal the beginning of a new career. In show jumping, trail riding, police work, even therapy for children and veterans. However, good intentions do not come without cost. As a nonprofit organization, Florida Track relies on tax-deductible donations and volunteers to help pay for feed, training, housing, and veterinary care. To find out how you can help, contact Florida Track today. Your support will go a long way towards a new beginning.
Back now for race number 10 on the program. First half of the late daily double on turf at about 7.5 furlongs. Claimers in for a price tag of $16,000. Field of 11 signed on. This was a wide open betting race. And they're off. Wakachula and August Lily away well from the center. That's Loya moving up. Brianna's Bucket's not far away. It will be the August Lily, Brianna's Bucket, and Loya to go at it. 3 across the course. They're going pretty quickly. Away in fourth is College Holly, followed by Fearless Princess, who's down toward the inside. Then it's a trio of Furiosa, Wakachula, and out 3 wide Hollywood Tomcat. We had a horse unseat the rider. That was the 10, Brianna's Bucket, who unseated the rider. Left alone up front, it's Loya by 5 over August Lily second. Third on the outside is College Holly, next toward the rail. Fearless Princess ahead of Hollywood Tomcat. Then Furiosa's at the rail, Wakachula between horses. It's a length back to La Pantalones Fancy ahead of Voila La Victoire. And at the back is Athira. Again, the 10, Brianna's Bucket, unseated the rider. Going around the first turn. Jockey Alvaro Doniz has moved out of harm's way here. As they swing around the far turn, 47-2 for the opening half mile. Loya's in front, but August Lily moves again, and August Lily's on the attack now. College Holly is put to a whip ride. Furiosa, she's going to try to duck to the inside. She does, and now she'll need to get back out for racing room with 1/8 of a mile to go. With the lead, it's August Lily, but Furiosa perfectly handled by Tyler Gaffleone. He's had the hot hand today, and Furiosa strikes to the lead. It'll be 4 for Gaffleone. Furiosa wins, going away. Fearless Princess second. It's going to be close for third. Athira Photos with August Lily in 1:30-1. Perfect turf trip from jockey Tyler Gaffleone, who has a hot hand on the Monday program. This is his 4th winner of the day aboard number 1, Furiosa, for trainer Jane Sibeli and owner and breeder Clark Orstrom. Second 6, Fearless Princess ahead of the 11, August Lily, who wins the photo for third. Final race of the day was race 11 on the turf at 5 furlongs. Maiden Claimers in for a price tag of $20,000. Scratch the 6, Laguna Dream. That was a late scratch. The race time favorite was number 1, Lady Blessings. And runners away. Toward the rail, Lady Blessings gets the first call in the center. That's Rahi Momentum moving up. Tequila and Tacos on the outside. Away in fourth is Silverado Mist. Followed fifth by Lady Cantharo. She improves down toward the rail, and she's about 4 lengths off the lead. She's a length better than Mid Surprise, who's 3 in front of Prado Patty. Then Nothing's Free. And at the back is Ellie Joe. They leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn. And up front, it's Rahi Momenta, who leads now by a length. Tequila and Tacos is second. Silverado Mist gets started 3 wide on the outside third from Lady Blessings, then Lady Cantharos trying to run on from the back and sent wide as Miss Surprise, then Ellie Joe and Nothing's Free, and they're at the top of the stretch. Rahi Momenta comes away with the lead. Tequila and Tacos is second, trying to thread the needle and come back for more as Lady Blessings. There's now an 1/8 of a mile to go. Rahi Momenta has the lead. Lady Blessings muscles through on the rail, and Lady Blessings gets the lead again. Late run down the center from Prado Patty, but Lady Blessings, Luis Saez is in a zone, and he wins on Lady Blessings by a length in the end. Prado Patty second, Rahi Momenta was third, then Silverado Mist and Nothing's Free. Jockey Luis Saez is certainly going to make it hard for the rest of the colony to catch up to him if he continues to ride like this. He wins again on number 1, Lady Blessings, in today's 11th race for trainer Brendan Walsh and owner Bark Del Temple. Second was number 7, Prado Patty, ahead of a big long shot, number 5, Rahi Momenta, at 70-1 to run third. Late pick 5, more than $2,200. The Rainbow 6 this afternoon, we did have multiple winning wagers. 20-cent return, close to $30,000. Triggers a carryover into the Wednesday card of $828,290.56 on top of a high five carryover of more than $12,000.
And that's it, another 11-race card in the books. The first day in the new year in the chart books forever. We're Dark Tuesday, back at it this coming Wednesday for a whole new week here at Gulfstream, beginning at 12:35. Happy New Year again. Good night, everybody.
Hit the hay. I've been working all day. Hit the hay. Hit the hay. What do you say? Hit the hay. Hit the hay. Hit the hay. Well, I'm tired. Let me tell you, Jack, I'm so tired